How did a continent, once splintered into myriad principalities and kingdoms, transform into the nationalistic powerhouses that carve modern history? Today, we delve into the fascinating journey of nationalism in Europe, a force that reshaped its countries and their destinies. We begin in the late 18th century with the French Revolution, a seismic event that ignited the flames of nationalism across Europe. The revolution introduced radical ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity, concepts that transcended France's borders. As the French armies marched through Europe under Napoleon, they spread these revolutionary ideals, planting the seeds of nationalism in the hearts of people subjugated under disparate monarchies. Post-Napoleon, Europe was a canvas of political unrest. The Congress of Vienna in 1815 tried to restore old boundaries and suppress the emerging nationalist sentiments. However, the spirit of nationalism only grew stronger, finding its voice in the literature, music, and art of the times. This cultural renaissance stirred national consciousness among the people, setting the stage for the revolutions that would follow. The Age of Revolution, spanning from 1830 to 1848, was marked by significant upheavals. Countries like Belgium broke away from the Kingdom of the Netherlands, while Poland rose unsuccessfully against Russian dominance. Each of these revolutions had a distinct flavor, but all were infused with the desire for national sovereignty and self-governance. Moving to the Unification movements, the making of Germany and Italy stand out as monumental achievements of 19th century nationalism. Spearheaded by astute leaders like Otto von Bismarck in Germany and Count Cavour in Italy, these movements used diplomacy and war to bring together various principalities under a single national identity. In 1871, the Prussian victory in the Franco-Prussian War led to the proclamation of the German Empire in the Hall of Mirrors at Versailles, a poignant moment of national triumph. Contrastingly, Britain's experience with nationalism was unique. Without the convulsions of widespread revolutions, Britain's national identity was forged through industrial prowess and a vast empire. The narrative of British nationalism was less about unification or liberation, and more about consolidating power, both industrially and globally. As nations solidified their identities, they began to visualize themselves through symbols like national flags, anthems, and museums. These symbols served not just as markers of sovereign territory, but as embodiments of the national spirit. However, the fervor of nationalism did not stop at borders. By the late 19th century, it dovetailed with imperial ambitions, leading to an era of aggressive colonization and competition. Nationalism morphed into a justification for empire building, with European powers believing it was their national duty to civilize the so-called lesser parts of the world. As we conclude, the story of nationalism in Europe is both inspiring and cautionary. It forged democracies and unified regions, yet it also sowed the seeds of exclusion and conflict. The legacy of nationalism continues to influence global politics, reminding us of its power to change the world, for better or worse. Understanding this complex tapestry helps us grasp not just the past, but also the present dynamics of national and international relations. As history unfolds, the lessons of nationalism remain ever relevant, guiding us through the challenges of crafting unity while respecting diversity.